Welcome back to CodyCrafted. This week we install Wilwood brakes, stainless steel brake lines, and make this Chevy put the whoa behind its go. Okay, so here we are under the car, and we have removed our old line. Be sure to use your line wrench so that you get full engagement, because if you round the nuts off of the line, then you're gonna have a bad time. So we've started the threads on our new hoses. This one is an AN style on this fitting, so we'll do the final tighten on that after everything's all set up and adjusted. We've used a vacuum cap so that we're not just getting showered in brake fluid, because that's never fun. So new fitting, or new line goes in, retainer clip. Ooh, get rained on with dirt. How about all that? You gotta love working on old stuff, right? Okay. So we'll hold this with a crescent. Use our little bitty guy. Use our line wrench.
So for those of us that are newer to some of these terminologies, what exactly does a line wrench do from the opened end? Is it because it's got those two extra?
So if you were to just use an open end wrench, you would only make contact on 2 flats, whereas on the line wrench you get 4 flats and 5 of the 6 corners. So you've got a lot more surface area, so you're much less likely to round the nut off, the tube nut, which is, you know, pretty important deal, because we don't want to have to go back and fix a brake line while we're at it. All right, now that we've got the flexible rear brake line replaced and the lines that go on the axles, this kit is from Classic Tube. It's a full stainless kit. So all the nuts are stainless, all the lines are stainless, all the sheeting is stainless. So shouldn't give us any more problems. This truck is originally from Nebraska, so you can see some of the intermittent, you know, like the inherent corrosion on it, but we're gonna be in good shape. So let's go. Okay, so we've passed our new line through our cross members in the frame. This is the line that was functional, and then the original brake line is actually right here, because like I say, this truck was from the Midwest, so this truck wasn't having a good day, I'm assuming, at some point. So you can tell by the shape, this little kink is the same as this one, and there was a fastener right there. So we'll get new P-clips and put those there, insulated ones, because I like those. This brake line, let's see, this guy is zip tied together right here. Okay, so these will come in handy for this project. These are from Vibrant. They're actually hose cutters, but they're marketed as a cable cutter also. Looks like it's got, oh, it's just rubber. So these are fantastic for taking off children's fingers when they act up. No, I'm kidding. They're good for cutting big electrical cable, and also really they're for like AN line, so that you get a nice clean chop. But these old lines are soft steel. They're not hard. I wouldn't want to cut the stainless with these, but we got to get this old junk out of here that's all crusty, so we don't care. Just like that. And just like that. There we go. So this, yeah, Rowan, if you want to grab that out of there, go ahead and just pull that out. Yep, just take all that. All that'll come right out. Okay. Oh, look, there's some schmutz. Yay, we love schmutz. It's great. So our new line, what we do have is a junction right here. And so I want to leave that for the time being because that's where our next joint goes. It looks like our brake line runs essentially straight up the frame, and our next junction. Okay, so that brake line runs from the junction behind the transfer case, and it runs our new one, or our what was the new one, is all the way up here. You can see it. We know we don't need it. So get this junk out, which, you know, a little bit of fluid. Okay, so that guy ran through there, and it's over across here, and then if you want to step in here, Rowan, here's our proportioning valve right here. Proportioning valve, and so we need to unscrew this junction right here. Looks like they replaced that line off that side also, which is fine because we're getting rid of all that junk. So we need to grab our line wrenches, and hopefully we don't have to replace proportioning valve. Even if we do, meh, whatever. We towed this truck here. They had it running a few years ago, but then it sat, and we had to put fuel pumps in both tanks and level senders in order to get it to be able to read fuel level and pump fuel, because the ethanol in modern gas, if you let a car sit for, oh man, I'd say anything more than 2-3 years, just plan on that fuel pump being completely wasted, unless you store it with a full tank of fuel, and even then maybe you'll get lucky. So we got a few old fasteners on some retaining clips up in this vicinity that I need to get rid of, and so we'll get that stuff out of the way, and we'll run the next line, and hopefully it won't fight me too bad coming through these crossmember holes. I'm sure it's a lot easier to put these in when it's just bare frame rails. No, let's not bust our knuckles any more than we have to. I left a wrench up here. Well, ladies and germs, the good news is I found the wrench I couldn't find before. The bad news is I don't know that it'll actually help. I think it probably seized into this proportioning valve, and we probably just need to get one.
It's always something.
Because this truck's, what, 35 years old at this point? It's an 87. Let me see if it'll just round it off, because that's probably what it's gonna do. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll just get a new proportioning off. No worries. Yeah, rerunning these whole brick line kit was definitely the right move. Because that dude was not coming out of there. Not gonna do it. No new brake lines. 1,000 points of light. Seriously, How do you guys in the Midwest do this? Like, why? Why? I don't understand. We got a little rust prevention spray on some of that. So we'll hit it with a little black spray paint. Used car department approved. This is the way. Nope, need more stendo. Damn it. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Seriously? Yo. Okay, there we go. Wow. You're really gonna be that guy, aren't you? You're not that guy, pal.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay?
Come on. Oh, seriously. This guy, yeah. Yeah, I wonder why that was replaced, huh?
I can hardly tell the difference between
I know,
the
right?
old
It's
one.
like, oh, hey, yeah, that's... This is fine.
It's a earth tone. You know, it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I like this one right here that was just hanging on top of the cross. It was just sitting on top of the cross member for God knows how many miles. When the last guy worked on this thing. Jump in the comments and if you work at a shop up north, I would say anywhere north of Oklahoma City, basically, or at least St. Louis. How many brake line repair and replacements you do in a given span? You know, if you do them every month or every week or whatever. So now that we've got new stainless hard lines ran on the vehicle and a brand new proportioning valve, we got to do something to keep these methods from rolling when it's time to make them stop. Enter Wilwood disc brakes. I discovered these when we were doing a Camaro project here recently, and what is really cool is these are a bolt-on performance upgrade for like 60s through 80s GM stuff. So if you've got, you know, a 68 Camaro, which is what we were working on last time, all the way up to an 87 Chevrolet pickup, these bad boys will bring your go to whoa. Super cool. They provide awesome brake pedal feel. It's a big 2-piston caliper, and you've got left and right mounting, so it doesn't really matter. As long as your bleeder goes up, you're in good shape. So you can go right side, you can go left side, and they look really cool behind the wheels. Come with brake pads, new pins, a ton of stickers. And the pads are a direct drop in. Wilwood calls these what GM calls them, which is the D52 caliper. I did have some slightly longer brake lines made in the factory style from our local hydraulic shop, just to keep these from having to use a bunch of AN line and stuff on here. But I can tell you that when it was here, that 68 Camaro was the best stopping vehicle on the premises with the same setup. So I'm a fan. They're about $350, but like I said, that includes pads. Just going down to the auto parts store and buying the cast iron stock stuff, I think it was going to be about $200 by the time you bought decent pads and those. So it's a little bit of an upgrade, or a little bit of a price jump, but you know, for what you're getting, also bling factor, pretty cool. They're available in gray, black, and red. So Wilwood, holler at me. Aha! Aha!
Great success.
Great success. The man, he tell me I need a car with great success. All right, thanks for joining us on this week's episode. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you think that this is worth your time, maybe consider supporting us on Patreon. We would certainly appreciate it, and it would keep me from having to hawk, you know, trimmers for your man region. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.